Hello friends, today I'm going to talk about the book review of War and Peace by Leo Tolstoy. So this is one of the most famous novels of Leo Tolstoy, written in 1864. Leo Tolstoy was a very famous Russian author who lived from early 19th century to 1910. So what is the specialty of this book? This book, as you can see, is having about 500 characters and revolves around the major cities of Russia and even few places of France. And its basic theme is about the Russian French war, which was waged by Napoleon and Alexander the Great. Napoleon was from France and Alexander was the ruler of Russia. So this is translated by Louis and Elmer Maud. Actually, every book lover, whoever wants to read suspense, action, and drama, can go with this book. This book has a culmination of all these features. So, what are the other books written by Leo Tolstoy? The other books are The Death of Ion, Resurrection, and Anna Karnikov. Also, The Kingdom of God. He is a very good author whose mental idea was of pacifist. Means that he thought that government will ultimately always lead to war situations. Now let's go to next topic. Where to get this book? You can get this book in Amazon by Penguin Publications or other publications also, there like Wordsmith, which I'm reading. And you can also get in local bookstores like Blossom or Sapana. I would recommend you to go with Wordsworth because in the behind you can get some short notes, footnotes, means there are some French words and Russian words in the middle, so you have to turn and see. Means you will get like 500 words which you need some prior knowledge, but the book also provides that. So let's go into the deep. Now, how much does this book cost? As this is a classic book which is written like about 200 years ago, this is comes like little cheap, means around 180, or Penguins can go little about 300 also. However, if you go for Wordsworth and little other publications, then obviously it will be little cheap. So the main reason why I picked up this book is because in my library this book was there and I read a few pages and I liked this. This book is actually very good. Here you will see some introduction, historical background of War and Peace, but what was it all about and what instigated Tolstoy to go with this book. Now let's talk about its advantages and disadvantages. Advantages over here is, as you have seen, it will give you a brief idea of what was happening during that time and what had instigated Tolstoy to write about such a thing. So you can see these principal events, what about a history tells us. So a few characters as well which you might find the book. So this book is divided into several volumes, book 1, book 2. Each volume will have several books. You can see that this book is very beautifully designed, if you ask me. However, I don't see the index much because I use a bookmarker. And this book is actually very good. The literature and the content, everything fits so perfectly that you think that it is happening in real life. And then, as I already told before, footnotes are there everywhere. So everywhere where the author thinks it is necessary or the translator thinks it is necessary, because some words are in French, some words are in Russian. So the book starts with this: well, Prince, So Guineov and Lucca are now just family estates of the Bonapartes. But I warn you, if you don't tell me that this means war, you still try to defend infamies and horrors perpetrated by the architect. So the main starting is like Anna Kamarikov is trying to Anna Markov, sorry, is talking with Prince Andrew, and the basic what she's talking about is, or the general theme is that about the Russian and the French war. So you need to read a lot for understanding what's happening over here. If you don't read the starting introduction, so as you see, the book is very structured over here, and you will feel enjoyed by reading this book. And the binding is also very good, I would say. This Wordsworth. Now let's talk about a disadvantage. One disadvantage, as you can see here, the font size is very small, because such a fat book you have to concise in a way that it is easily carryable. As a result, it is bit heavy, and it will more extra attention you need for reading this book. Now, nextly, I would say this book is certainly not for those people who cannot read books for a long time. Means they're not bookworms or anyone. So they might feel even bored while reading this book. But people who love books, bookworms, obviously they love this book. Another disadvantage, I would say, that if there's some Russian and French words, so if you don't want to, or if you're lazy to just go back to footnotes and search, then you might face some issue in understanding. However, the author in the starting tells that while first reading this book, it is better that you skip it. However, if you are doing in the second round, and obviously you have to read it, that's mean the author is basically trying to say that you need to read this book multiple times in order to understand it. The first glance you need to just get a general feel of what's happening. The second one, you can go into little detail, you'll understand things a little better. So that is a big issue for people who just want to complete the book and move on. So now, what are my suggestions, personal suggestions? I would say that this book is best for people who like reading history, as well as with little drama, adventure, and various other factors. However, this book is not good for people who cannot read long books and are not interested in history. So it is better that you take these parameters into account and then only go for this book. Otherwise, if you are feeling a little hesitant, then you can go to internet and read a few sample copy or the entire PDF of this book. So you'll get a general feeling. If you like this book, then you can just go and buy it, or you can get a online copy also. Else you keep reading in the PDF form, free PDF form. This is it, my friends. I hope you like this video, and if you have any questions, please add to me. Hope I see you in the next video. Thank you.